Fix all your flaws.
What's going on? How you guys doing? Sorry, it was a little bit of a late start for me. Went out to barbecue with some friends, and then got home, wanted to watch a movie and whatnot, passed out and all that fun stuff. So we are back. Not sure how long I'm gonna go for. Probably go for a while. I slept for quite a bit of time, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not sure how many of you guys are gonna come by because it is a little bit of a late start. However, either way, it's great to see you. Great to see you, Jack, man. Oh dang, dude, he's Diamond 2. That's awesome. Nexus Blitz. Oh, Nexus Blitz is here. Doing any coaching? What do you mean by that? Small time?
Warning. Energy surge detected. Evacuate immediately. Warning. Energy surge detected. Evacuate immediately.
Started playing Viktor, looking to get some coaching from a one trick like yourself. It depends on what you're exactly looking for in terms of coaching. I don't really have that much free time. I'm trying to change that. So like, essentially right now, the situation is, I work 60-ish hours a week in the building, but then I'm also working pretty much always in terms of making sure everything's going and have my mind on a lot of stuff, even on my off days, and I have to be available pretty much 24/7 when needed. When I'm not in the building, I am streaming. So basically my schedule, because I eventually want to make this more of a full-time gig, or I can cut back on my other responsibilities. But typically the way it works for me is I work 12 to 13 hour days on the back half of the week, spend a couple of hours with my wife, sleep for a couple of hours, and then do the work again, right? And then on my off days I try to make up all that lost time and all those missed hours in streaming. So I will treat streaming like a continuation of my job. So I will stream typically, 12 hours on most days. This one's a little bit of an exception because of the vacation. Because of the holiday weekend. But typically I stream a lot on my off days. So it makes it difficult because you want to get YouTube videos out, you want to keep track of your social media, you want to do all this other stuff. And right now the way it works for me is I stream like this. I record it per game, and then I send it off to an editor, and my editor actually puts all the videos together and uploads them on YouTube for me, because I don't have time to do it. And so I actually cut into my full-time job, and I'm at a loss every single month putting these videos out based on the costs and whatnot. And it makes it very difficult to get that time to really do that one-on-one coaching. Now, the goal is to eventually figure out an alternative method where I can start doing somewhat coaching things and utilizing it as Viktor content, and and utilizing it as YouTube content in the sense of like VOD analysis and things like that. So that's one aspect of it. So now the other piece is, while I'm doing all this, while I'm all stressed out with my job, I'm stressed out with the channel, I'm stressed out with ranked solo queue, I'm stressed out with expectations, you guys put a pretty big you put a pretty big level on me, right? So this channel blew up quickly in terms of retrospect. You guys come in, you guys are constantly asking questions and looking for guidance from Viktor, and it's awesome. And while I'm doing this live, I'm losing my games, and I'm throwing, and I'm feeding, and I'm struggling, and I'm constantly on the verge of demotion at D4, and you know it's kind of a confidence. It kind of breaks your confidence a little bit, because you're like, man, these people want to learn how to play Viktor. These people want to see what I do, and you know, they have this expectation or whatever else that I can hit masters someday. And then I'm over here playing on autopilot and playing like I normally would play, and it's not cutting it out anymore, right? There's a plateau when you go into a one-trick mentality for so long and you get so comfortable with it. You start to plateau, and plateauing has really opened my eyes to a lot of things I never really thought about, never really considered, never really asked questions on. And I feel that I'm required to learn these things and understand these things. And in terms of mechanics of the champion, I know them. In terms of macro understanding of the elo, I don't do so well, right? And so what happens is you get this situation where you have all this expectation on you. You have all these admirations and goals, which is awesome. It's exciting, right? But you're now second guessing everything you're doing, and then add on top of that, the only time you play this game is when you're live in front of other people. And so those frustrations and everything else going on, right? Everything else going on live makes that very, very difficult, right? So now I would say I'm understanding it better now, and I'm doing a lot better of recognizing those things. I'm still not, I'd say, to an acceptable level, but until I really get that figured out, I don't feel comfortable coaching Viktor to others, especially with the limited time I have. So I have to figure it out first, and then I have to implement it and verify that my methods work. And then you guys will see that my methods work based on ladder progression or YouTube videos, whatever. Then I start putting out some guide videos and that actually solidify my hypotheses, right? And then with all that going on, hopefully some other things come into play so that I can give myself a little bit more time and bandwidth to eventually, yes, you know, accept VODs, do VOD reviews, things like that. So MC Arcane, I'll do it. Yeah, I know you will. So oh, sorry, I was on a little bit of a rant. Let me see what's going on in chat here. Silver 4 right now, stuck in bronze. The jungle man made it out. I'm afraid to play ranked now. I can't go back. See, that's the problem. You can't have ranked anxiety. You have to curb that somehow. So think of it this way, right? Are you happy being silver 4? If you're happy being silver 4, then have as much ranked anxiety as you want. Do you want to be higher? Do you want to be plat? You want to be diamond? Then you're going to have to take those L's and learn from them. You're going to get demoted if you're in a spot you're not supposed to be yet. But once you learn those fundamentals, then you'll surpass that and go to the next level, go to the next tier. And then you'll get kicked down again until you've really solidified and learned those things. And then you go back up, right? So if you're fine seeing silver 4, then you can have all the rank anxiety in the world. You can go play normals, ARAMs, Nexus splits, whatever. But if you truly want to be higher, then you can't walk away from ranked. You cannot fear getting demoted, okay? You have to recognize, if you fear getting demoted and you don't play the game, then you'll never climb, right? Because if you're not playing the game, you're not gaining LP. I mean, it's pretty simple, but that's just it, right? And if you do demote, it's most likely something that you haven't quite grasped yet, that you're not seeing. Maybe spend some time watching not gameplay of challenger players, okay? That might be too much too quickly, but maybe look up some gameplay of some gold and plat players and start to figure out what they're doing different compared to you. And then once you got that down, then move up a tier and then move up a tier. If you just go straight in following challenger players, you're gonna hurt yourself, because there's gonna be things they're gonna be doing that you're not gonna understand why they're doing, and so you're gonna feel like you're emulating it, but there's a lot more nuance to what they're doing compared to what you're trying to emulate. So anyway, learn the better champ, leave my Victor alone. Yeah, okay, not the touch, oh sub, that it kind of is. After we need to take some damage, it's easier. I'm not gonna feel like I'm good. Nah, Victor's shit. Mages are shit. It's not really Victor. Victor's probably one of the best mages right now, but mages are shit in the meta. Point of Victor is he can beat anyone, anyone could beat him. That's the most champions. Anyway, Dimitri, I think you're talking to two different people. I don't think you're recognizing. I think Bunny is talking to Small Time. I think Victor's a really safe lane. You should almost never really lose a lane. That's false. It really comes down to if they put resources into putting him behind or not. Anyway. Victor will have to lose lane quite a few times. It just might not look like you are. But sometimes... yeah. Anyway. Plat 2. Keep going, Bunny. You got it. You fell to plat 3. Well, see, I looked up. I found something that was very interesting. That people that have been playing this game for a while, there's certain mannerisms and certain things that would have been okay and would have passed just fine in previous seasons, but now it's not enough. And sometimes, like, okay, so most people playing MOBA for a long time or League for a long time, they go, okay, I'm gonna go to lane, I'm gonna trade back and forth, I'm going to farm, and then I'm going to potentially take tower, watch for jungle pressure, and then potentially get with my team for dragon objectives, and then start pushing towers down with my team, making it a good pick, considering the snowballer lead, and then win the game. That mentality right there is like, that's usually all it took. Like, you just like lane focused, and then you're like, okay, lane focus done, I got past my part, okay, now what I can do, okay, let's follow the domino path down. But now you have to be more specific on your action and on your plan and it involves a lot more nuance when it comes to minion manipulation and things like that, because back then even the high level players didn't really factor that into their play, but now you've got minion manipulation being considered in like high plat. And so I feel like, I think we talked about this before, I think people are just getting better at the game, but the ones that are struggling are the ones that are still playing the game the same way. And the game has changed so much. So hey, failed PH, how's it going? I think we got so accustomed to the idea that if we knew a champion and we one-tricked it and we stayed in the lane and we learned the lane matchup and we learned the mechanics of the lane matchup, that was going to be enough to win. But the lane matchup came down to the skirmish. You were solely thinking about, okay, if he jumps on me, what was my reaction? If he builds this, what do I build against it? Right? The game has changed so much now. The game is now, okay, how do I set up my first 3 waves based on this matchup? How do I pressure the wave based on this matchup? How do I consider the jungle into this matchup? And are they going to affect my strategy and my condition and my win condition? If so, how do I adapt to that based on the nuances of that matchup plus the jungler involved? Do I have to look at my jungler as well and see what they would more likely have the strategy to do? You know what I mean? So the game has gotten so specific and you get punished for mistakes so much more. And as you keep climbing the rank, you get punished more and more and more. And there's more and more things you have to consider, and more things you have to remember, and more things you have to utilize to create your strategies. You can't just know your champion and know the skirmishes and know the mechanics and 1v9 to high diamond anymore. You used to be able to. You play mid lane, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of minion manipulation, but reality, I know if I land this ability and this ability when this guy's mowing for the trade, and then I know that this guy's gonna come in, I'll be fine, and then I'm going to dodge this, flash that, jump in, one shot, get this item, snowball, boom, 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 1v9 all day, let's go, all day long. Now, no, it doesn't work that way. You have to make micro leads in ways that most ranks wouldn't even notice you had a lead to begin with. Like, you have to have XP leads, you have to have gold leads, you have to have pressure, you have to have minions set up for pressure, you have to recognize recall times, teleport timers, etc. You have to recognize jungle camps and jungle pathing and tracking the jungler so that you can utilize your windows effectively. These are all things that for the past 9 years of me playing this game, I never once considered. Ever. As like, I never really cared. I got the diamond consistently just because, oh yeah, I know this champion versus this champion. This champion's gonna do this ability, and I'm gonna answer with this. And they're not gonna expect it because my champion doesn't get played very much, and I'm going to just whoop right up the lane. Or, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for team fight. I know I'm gonna die early. I die early all the time. Oop, I overextended. Doesn't matter. But I know how to do these skirmishes well. I know how to one-shot the threats. I know how to maneuver to the team fight. I know how to skirmish the team fight. And people don't respect Viktor. They didn't respect him, and so I was able to utilize that. Now, with mage items being shit, items giving a lot more utility to more used to be vulnerable targets. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Like, you could definitively before go on a spreadsheet and be like, this champion beats this champion, this champion beats this champion, and you still can to a degree, But like a lot of the champions that Viktor did really well into, there's now items that they build that make it harder for him to do well into, right? Like Prowler's Claw. Oh wow, just keep your distance from the melee guy and you're all good to go. Oh shit, he's got a dash now. Well, that's fun. Wasn't considering that into my thesis. It's still, you still get surprised by it, and you gotta adapt to it, and it's difficult. It really is. It really is. And anyone that tells you otherwise, they're playing OP champions. Send me the spreadsheet. You don't need it. Doesn't matter anymore. Spreadsheet doesn't mean shit anymore. That's my point. That's my point. I mean, you can go look them all up from multiple seasons. I mean, they've been there all the time, and still people believe they matter, and they do to a degree, right? I'm not saying there's not counters, but they're not as hard of a counter as they used to be. Especially if the champions you used to counter are so prominent in the meta and their AD. Good luck. The thing is, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't even matter in low elo. Because the items supersede skill. These OP items that keep staying high up, the items determine the meta right now. The items determine who's strong. It doesn't matter if they don't know how to pilot the champion, because they have so much forgiveness based on the items alone. I'm gonna tell you if this sounds familiar. You play against a Yone, and he's doing okay. He makes some mistakes early, but he has so much sustain. Blah 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 blah. Then he builds shield bow. Then he gets in the team fight, and doesn't matter how far you send him back. No one knows how he works. No one understands the items, the power curves, and next thing you know, woo, Yone comes back from an 0-5 deficit and destroys your whole team, and you lose the game. And I'm not saying Yone is super strong, but it's the items. You got Prowler's Claw Rek'Sai, Prowler's Claw Talon, like. They're champions. I mean, Gale Force ADCs, dude. Gale ADCs. Okay, it used to be ADC by himself. You're Viktor. Bye. You overstepped your bounds. Now they've got Shield Bow. They've got Gale Force. Gale Force. Oh my goodness. You thought you're good. Oh yeah, they just autoed me for 2 or 3 times. I threw Gravity Field on him. Oh, they're gonna get stunned. Wait a minute. This Kog'Maw has a dash now. Well, that's different. That's weird. Or, oh, I got him to use his flash. Nope, he's got Gale Force too, right? So there are so many things now, just with those items alone, that completely change any spreadsheets, any theses you had on counter matchup, etc. Katarina used to be face roll for Viktor. Now it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Why? Because the champion's so ridiculously strong right now. And that, like, she will always have an opening. She will always find a way to go through. Right? Malzahar used to be a very strong matchup for Viktor too. Because his ult cancels his ult. He can match his wave clear. But now you can't. Right? Because Viktor's wave clear doesn't get built up fast enough. Malzahar has the advantage early, and you can't whittle him down to enough where it matters. And then he's just ulting you, and you're already within range of death, and the jungler is usually nearby, or maybe he rocket belts in, or you got all these mages that like used to not have CC, or you have these champions that didn't, or AP that didn't have CC or reliable CC. All of a sudden, Everfrost, woo, throw that out the window. Everfrost Veigar, have fun. buddy. Yeah, yeah. You're in a lane with Veigar with no minions between you. You're pretty much dead, right? You're pretty much dead, and that just like that. It's just like that. Before you play against Veigar, you run around in his cage. You throw gravity field down. You dodge his stuff, and then because he stepped up on you, you're able to blow him back. Now you don't have that opportunity to weave and dodge around because he's got an AoE slow inside of his cage. And I mean, you can still play around it, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. But what I'm saying is these champions that you used to have a mental understanding of power, of strength. Like, oh yeah, I'm with this item. This guy has this item. I can now engage and fight and more than likely win. More than not this season, more than anything ever, I've been caught off guard because I don't understand the matchups anymore. And the matchups is no longer just, oh, I land this ability, he lands, I dodge his ability. Good nay, have a nice time. I outplay that one ability, I flash it solid. No, it's not like that anymore. It's a lot more nuanced than that. It's a lot more nuanced than that. Like, okay, perfect example. Annie, you stay away from her range. If you're too close to her, you're dead, right? You may be running cleanse into her, etc. Now, you can't you can't be away from Annie. She's got Rocket Belt. If she's running Predator, get freaking luck, right? You used to play around her Flash. You're like, oh yeah, she's got Flash. All right, I have to stay this amount of distance because she's gonna try to flash stun. I gotta watch her stun, blah blah blah. Now she just Rocket Belts on you, or she Everfrosts you. It's different. It really is. It really is.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Viktor's a very, very good, consistent control mage for mid to late game. However, right now in general, mages, their items suck compared to the other items. Like if we're playing a rock paper scissors match, okay, the AD assassin items are like nuclear bombs to my piece of paper, right? The only way I could beat them is if my piece of paper covers the button and the guy operating can't find the button. Otherwise, if he finds the button, the nuke explodes and my paper can't contain it. Anyway. Right, so we were talking about keeping our distance from Annie, right? So our thought process here is to go Comet. Best advice to climb low elo? Just play the game. Just play the game. Take a breather. If you go on a two or three loss streak, and try to figure out why you are. Familiarize yourself with your damage output. And know more about your champion than the guy you're playing against. That's how you climb out of low elo. Low elo, people don't respect Viktor Laser, but if you're not effectively using Viktor Laser, then they're never gonna get punished for it. That was awkward. It was a questionable TP, but yeah, I thought maybe Zach could get out. I knew I could use Gravity Field to get out, but I thought maybe Zach could get out. In terms of recovery, by not having TP, we don't lose too much XP here. She's pushing the wave in naturally with her Q passive. We don't have flash, which means we gotta try to keep the wave on this side of the lane. Then the wave out. He's catching the wave. Didn't have ult for that fight. How's bot lane doing? Ezreal's got one. Ezreal's got a pretty substantial lead against Ashe. And he should be able to stay relatively safe from Nocturne's engages. Don't know where Annie is. There she is. So at this point, we're just playing damage control. We had a very strange early few skirmishes. We have a solid hold with our CS. Wasn't enough. It was dumb of me to step up there. I didn't respect Nocturne 6. I think maybe if I would have thrown my R down before he stunned me, I might have been able to at least go 1-for-1 with the addition of turret damage. Please back off. Good luck. I'm gonna go play some League. All right, man. Good luck, man. Have a good one.
Function overflow.
Should have recalled there. There we go.
Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
And he's fighting Zach. That was going to be a good gravity field placement. She just would have stepped a little bit further in. Oh my god. Oh, wow. That should be a kill. He has Ignite? That's interesting. Run Merc Treads into her. She 100 to 0'd me so quickly. Doesn't have ult. I try to keep the lane here pretty balanced.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Wow. Good stuff. All right, we'll go ahead and sideline. Team fight breaking out in mid lane. I can't get to it. I'm out. Oh, Nocturne's top actually. Damn.
Mentalist perfection.
They're all top. All right, good. Annie's top, Nocturne's bot side.
Analyzing approach.
Fire field down. You got good solid poke. Oh.
Triple kill.
Utmost efficiency.
Got Baron. Did it augment my eyes? Yeah, my graphic designer, I guess, did. What's going on, Wolf? I knew Ezreal could carry this game. I put resources into him, and it worked out.
Submit to my
Hey, Pat. Thought you went into a catatonic state, never to return after your 21st stream. No, it was work. I had work after that. I work on the back half of the week, 12 to 13-hour days. So I only stream on the front half of the week. Yeah, I don't even have enough time to like to edit or like put up my own YouTube videos. So I've actually put a huge investment in every month to pay an editor to make my content for me. Oh my goodness. Taking too many hits. So like all my YouTube videos, everyone watches them, right? Like when people watch them, people don't recognize, or some people do, but most people don't recognize that their first time seeing it is my first time seeing it. Like, I'm not kidding. I'll wake up for work and I'll be like, oh, a video posted today. And yeah. Oh man, we're so close to death cap. If if I did YouTube, I'd definitely pay someone to run them and handle for me. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I want to get more involved, I just don't have the time. So I work 60-hour weeks, and then I stream 40 to 50 hours. Make up for it. Because I told myself if I ever want to make this like a full-time thing, at some point in time, it will happen at some point. It has to, just like mathematically. At some point in time, there has to be a crossover point where you're doing both 50-50. Like mathematically, there's going to be a crossover point when you have to be doing 50-50 until at that point you decide on one or the other. So I told myself, all right, I guess I'm starting that 50-50, and that's what I do. So well, see, I'm doing 50-50 until I have money, right? So while I'm doing this, I'm also making investments into real estate and stock market and whatever else, trying to find an out. Should have recognized he was going to jump over. I should have walked over. It'd be a sad year. Yeah, no. My job pays for both my wife and I's living. She doesn't work. And so that makes it that much harder. Because I have to be able to provide for both of us. Someone banned Viktor with champion pick. I'm dodging the game. At least on this account. That's just how it works. Ezreal's running it now. Oh no. A lot of people ban Viktor. They ban him for me. And Diamond Qs are small enough that people will target ban my Viktor. Oh, this is risky. You go to US. Oh yeah, for sure. Target ban all the time. Justice for Soul. My Penta! Sad. Lulu got away from my Penta.
Victory.
So anyway, Wolf, on this account, only Viktor since level 1. On other accounts, I'll play other mages. I like Cassio, LeBlanc, Xerath, Ari. I stopped recording in the middle of that game. As in League, more 150 champions playing only Viktor. It's like getting free $200 coupon Baskin Robbins and eating only ice cream. Sure, that's one way. That's one way to look at it. Why Death Cap second? Because I went Comet, and my whole idea was to play from the back line, let my Shen or Zac create CC potential, and allow me to kind of be that artillery mage, and maximizing my damage output was gonna be the best way to do that. So you're absolutely right, Wolf. So there's two ways to look at it. One, I can spend all this. So okay, you want to know? Okay, I'm going on a tangent here, but this is actually true. Do you want to know the main reason I've one-tricked this game? And it wasn't just Viktor, right? Before Viktor, I was a Rumble main. Okay? But do you know why? Do you know why I tend to one-trick in every game I play? Whether that's Viktor in League, Hanzo in Overwatch, I mean, whatever, right? It's Omen in Valorant, right? Do you know why I one trick? It's kind of dumb. It's kind of a dumb reason, and it just kind of manifested itself. But if I don't one trick, I have no idea what champion to play. If I tell myself I'm not gonna play Viktor this game, like, okay, so like I said, I go into champ select, right? And then I'm looking, people are locking in, blah 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 blah, right? And I'm like, I play Viktor here, and I play Viktor, right? And the next one, I play Viktor here, okay, and the next one, what? I play Viktor. Okay, next one. Viktor's banned. Well, I got Ari, I got Cassio, I got Azir, I got LeBlanc, I got all these champions. Well, I guess that champion would kind of work, but no, not that champion. Oh wait, no. Shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you pick something. Or Viktor's not banned, and you're like, I'm not gonna play Viktor this game. And then you're like, okay, I'm not gonna play Viktor this game. And then you're like, Ari, Cassia, which one do I pick? Which one do I pick? 5, 4, but you know, what if I lose LP here? 3, 2, 1. Viktor's pick. Every time, right? So Victorious was not my original main account. Okay, let's get that straight. My original main account is this account right here. Okay. You'll notice it has 1 million mastery on Viktor. Okay. Every season I played on this account, I would play Viktor like 95% of the time. Okay. And then I would play Ari, I'd play LeBlanc. Let's see. Let's look at the mastery scores. Oh, I think it's in collection in it. Champions. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not on the right account to look at it. Never mind. Wait, can I look at them here? No, I can't. Okay. Anyway, the champions you would see me play are LeBlanc, Ari, Cassio, Zerath, etc. Right? But whenever I felt I could, I would play Viktor, and I played Viktor like 93, 95% of the time. And I was getting stuck. And I didn't really know why I was getting stuck. And I tried playing other mid champions, and I was getting stuck more. And then I had a fun little experiment. I was like, I'm gonna make an only Viktor account. That should be kind of fun. I don't really give a shit if I win or lose. I mean, obviously I'm gonna try to win, but I don't really care if it climbs. Just a cool little, yeah, let's just play Viktor on it, right? And and so I made an account called Expected Victory, with a K, of course. And I started it from level 1. I threw like 20 bucks on it, bought Viktor and Creator Viktor skin, and I played against the bots. I played against normal players. I played again all the way up to level 30, only Viktor. And like every time I was kind of tilted on my main account, I was like, yeah, let's play on this one for a little bit. And I played on it a little bit, and I played on it a little some more. And then the more frustrated I got, the more I played on it. And it climbed up, and it climbed up, and it climbed up, and it climbed up. At one point in time, I was like, wow, my Victorious account has like 95% of my Viktor games played, and my Expected Victory account has a better MMR, better win rate, 2 weeks out from the season end, and it's like a couple games away from hitting Plat 5. An identity like Victorious makes a lot more sense on an account where it's only Viktor. Like that whole pun, that whole dedication, that sounds like I could do that. That would be fun. I could do that. So I switched the names over, right? And then I played on that one only, and I played on that only, and I had to dodge games, and I had to lose promos from dodging games, and I'm like, but I enjoyed the challenge. Because I had to adapt my playstyle. I adapt my build path. I adapt my rune pages. And the next thing I know, I had Diamond. I'm playing only Viktor with like a 63% win rate. And I was like, that's it. We're gonna do that every year. That's my new main. That's my new thing. We're just gonna play on this. The Victorious name is now going to be an only Viktor account. And it is. And it truly is. At some point, there will be a point where it's just not possible anymore. And I intend to eventually play other champions. But this account will forever, ever, never ever get ruined. Ever. Ever. I've already gone too far. LOL real. Well, I'm always thinking we need AP or AD. Have enough stun we have, or I'm gonna troll 15 minutes, carry my diamond 1 player from silver on Cass. Sure. Or you play what's comfortable to you. You use your experience, you use your mastery, you use your knowledge and trump the other one's knowledge on your champion, and you blow people back and surprise people and just destroy expectations because you put so much time into that champion. You put so much time that it feels like it's your identity, and you can't stray away from it. You can't walk away from it, right? There would be very many times where my account's victorious. I've got the stream victorious. Now I have a YouTube. I didn't have it at the time. I was victorious. That's my name. That's my thing on the Victor's main subreddit. Everyone knew victorious. Oh yeah. He plays Victor only. Wow, that's so cool. Blah blah blah. And then you would stream, and people would expect to find Victor games. But then you start playing other things, and you feel like you're no longer the same identity. You're no longer victorious. You're Michael Feezer, right? You're back to, you're just a league player, and that's cool. But really honing in and I self-identifying as Victor first off, right? There's something you guys have to understand. Victor is not just a champion I play because I play him. And Victor's not just a champion or I don't just play the champion because he can one-shot, or he can destroy people late game, or whatever. There's a lot more to it than that. I self-identify with his champion, the identity, the lore, everything. And I don't care if some random person at Riot wrote up this story, and it doesn't matter, and it doesn't mean anything. However, I truly self-identify with Victor 150%. I was in robotics for 4 years. I was constantly in innovation and engineering all the time. I always looked around at people around me and was wondering why people weren't thinking about things the same way. I was always looking at the future. I was looking at innovation. I was looking at improvement. I was wondering why things weren't the way they are. Why people haven't invented things to solve these problems that I figured were pretty simple. I self-identify with Victor's glorious evolution. Now, do I think that we should all become like mechanized doom bots or whatever? No, not necessarily, but I do believe in an improvement on the human body in terms of technology and where we've gone and how we can improve that. And that was Victor too, right? He was just a misunderstood guy, right, who wanted to improve humanity, who wanted to improve the quality of life in Zon because it was garbage, right? And he did it through his technology. He did it through robotics. He did it through mechanical and biomedical engineering, right? That is so cool. And that, I mean, that was it, right? I'm in robotics. I was in robotics for 4 years. I like innovation. I like the revolution. I like all this stuff. I look forward to these things. I really do. And I truly believe that we are going to eventually get to that point, right? And so then this champion comes along, and he's literally that, right? He's got this robot arm. He's constantly evolving things and innovating things. Adapt and improve. It's a motto that I stick to all the time, right? The adapt and improve, right? It was one of the things that really threw my mind away, where people were so adamant about, you only play Victor and you only play him one way. Why? Why is that? Why does that have to be the case? It doesn't have to be the case. And you can't even say that you're trolling. You can't tell yourself you're trolling. Because if you're not innovating, then who the fuck are you? You're not a Viktor main. You don't really stand by the value of the glorious evolution. You don't adapt and improve. You cower away and play what's meta because you're afraid to lose LP. And so, you know, you could ask my wife, okay? This isn't bullshit, all right? I've been so enveloped in the concept of Viktor for so long. And like in real life, this shit comes up. In real life, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And in my free time, all I do is go on social media, go on Google, look at things. I'm so invested in the concept of Tesla and EVs and Cybertruck and all these innovations and technologies and improvements in life, the smart cities, biomedical engineering, robotics, all that stuff. This is the things that I look at every single day, every single moment. It doesn't matter what it is. I could be on the crapper, I could be at dinner table, I could be at work, I could be in between queues, and I'm looking at something and I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. And then I'll involve and I'll research some more and I get more excited and get more involved, and I try to find a way to make it happen, and I believe it will. It's just a self-manifestation, right? If I had the time, and I've already talked about this, my goal, okay, is to make a third arm, all right? To make a third arm and have it actually communicate and interact with chat through commands. This is something that I've been wanting to do for so long. I just don't have the time. I have the designs. I've written it all on napkins. I've put it together. I understand how mechanically it would work. I understand how it would put together. I know what materials I need. I was doing robotics for 4 years in high school. I went to Texas A&M for engineering. I've always been a logical, physical-minded person. I know exactly what I want to do, and I know exactly how I want to build it and design it. And that's what I want. Dude, oh my gosh, I would love to do it. I would love to do it. There are so many things that I would want to do to improve the stream room, Viktor, cosplay stuff maybe, but I don't want to cosplay Viktor. I'm not Viktor, okay? I'm not Viktor, but I believe in his ideology. I want to be myself, but in Viktor's vision. You know what I mean? I've always been a big fan of Iron Man. I've been a big fan of Elon Musk. I've been a big fan of Tesla. I've been a big fan of Boston Dynamics. I've been a big fan of a bunch of robotic technologies. I mean, everything. I was a big Transformers fan all the time. All my childhood, I was Transformers. And I was always transforming the Transformers. And then I was always wondering how the Transformers transformed and thought about it. Okay, I know I'm going on a huge rant, and some of you guys are probably already left because you're like, come on, show us the gameplay. But people always wonder, like, how could you play the same champion so long? And it's because I feel like part of me is that champion, and I can't get away from it. It's impossible. When I was building it, there was like 13 weeks. I had to wait before the Have you seen the escalators in Japan that have the ability to transform their fifth wheelchairs and go back to normal within moments? They're awesome. Exactly. That's the cool stuff, man. That's the cool stuff. And some people look at it like that's a gimmick. But those gimmicks could improve so many things. So yeah, no, I mean oh. Like I think I might take this a little too seriously. I'll admit it. I think I take it a little too seriously sometimes. And it's on my mind a little too much sometimes. But I've put so much time and my mental energy into playing this champion, right? Like, wow, dude, you're so accomplished. You've played Viktor all the time. You're so cool. But it really does bother me quite a bit when the people that I used to interact with and the community I used to interact with, the Viktor mains and whatnot, when you've done it for so long and you feel like you have something that everyone has as a similarity or a common interest, you feel like there's something there. And what really sucked is when I was doing this, and I was doing this only Viktor thing, and the Viktor was starting to get popular, and these people were coming into the Viktor subreddit, and they all wanted to play the champion because he's quote OP or broken. And they would come and go, and then come and go, and then come and go. And every single time they came and gone, they would take more people away with them, and they would create drama, and they would create all this problems and hostility. And now I feel like, and I talk to other Viktor mains as well, and like ones that that have strayed away from Viktor mains in Reddit and Discord, and unfortunately it has manifested itself into a bunch of know-it-alls who all believe there's only one way to play the champion, and there's only one way or the highway, and anybody else not playing that way is defecating and deprecation to the rest of the community, and that they're just clickbaiters, attention seekers, whatever else, right? They're just doing it for the clicks or the views or the short-term attention. And it sucks, because one of the biggest reasons why this account really manifested itself was because everyone had this mindset that, oh, Viktor's shit. This is back when he was pretty bad, but Viktor's shit, and because Viktor's shit, I can't climb out of silver. I can't climb out of gold. And I really wanted to prove wrong. I wanted to prove wrong that it's not the champion, regardless if he's got a 42% win rate. It's not the champion. There's something else. So I utilize Victorious as basically a benchmark. Like, if you are ranked below Victorious account, then you cannot blame Viktor for his shitness for your reason of why you're not climbing. If you're above the Victorious account, then that's fine. You can use your arguments, you can say whatever you want. If you're ranked lower than Victorious and you can't climb with playing Viktor, and you're blaming Viktor as the reason why you can't climb, and that's the reason why you're choosing not to be a Viktor main anymore, that's the reason why you're switching to other champions, and you're sad and salty about it, tough. Because my account contradicts your argument. And it sounds a little elitist, and it is in a way. I won't lie, it is. But I didn't really mean it that way. I really just was like, okay, Viktor shit, blah blah blah. Everyone just talks about Viktor being shit in the subreddit, blah 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 blah. And well, if he's so shit and you can't climb out of silver because you're playing Viktor and you can't play him, then why am I consistently diamond? Now, I can't leave that diamond because I, for a long time, just played on autopilot, just playing on my mechanics alone. And that's the true reason why one tricks stay in diamond most of the time. They get hard stuck pretty easily. It's because you really start to have to look in the game in a different way, and I never had to. This is my first year where I'm really having to. I peaked diamond 2, playing off solely mechanics of Viktor and a little bit of macro knowledge, but it's not cutting it. It's not consistent. So that's what I'm working on now. That's what you guys are watching as I continue to get put at the D40 LP level, as I'm relearning everything. Gosh, I've been renting forever. Oh, what am I doing? You can ask my wife. I do this all the time. If it's Viktor related, or it's work related, or current events, real world related, I'll go on tangent after tangent after tangent after tangent after tangent after tangent after tangent, and I'll go forever until someone stops me or someone changes the subject. So oh yeah, definitely he can be countered. I'm not saying he can't be countered. Never said that. I'm saying that when Viktor was really, really bad and people were calling themselves Viktor mains or whatever else, all that people would ever complain about was how bad Viktor was, is why they can't climb out of silver or gold. And so my account was the reason why you can't make that argument. And that was cool, and everyone knew Victorious do that, and they had a little bit of respect for it and the dedication. Then the viewpoint of one trick started to go negative, and Viktor got really popular. People started looking one way. I still continued to look at him in multiple ways and adapting my playstyle and stuff, and that was what I continued to do. Nothing ever changed. But for some reason, the only thing that changed is that I finally got a YouTube channel made for it. And now my very varied and experimental builds are looked at as just clickbait. And that I've quote unquote sold out in the YouTube space. I don't believe anything I'm doing. I'm just making these random ass builds and doing all this stupid shit just to get attention. I was doing this before the freaking YouTube existed. So how could you say that? You self-identify with the champion for so long, and then your credibility gets tested super hard and harshly. You can't help to be upset about it.
Join the glorious evolution.
Anyways, you can change the subject or something. Someone change the subject, please, before I continue. Oh man. Katarina. Katarina. All right. So we're gonna go airy. We're gonna poke her down. We're gonna pressure her in. Watch for jungle pathing. Recognize she doesn't have flash. Try to take advantage of that early, and hope that we can keep her relatively in the lane and people respect if she roams. And if she roams, we create an advantage in her absence.
Minions have spawned.
How do you decide for going absolute focus or transcendence? Do you think you can realistically keep your health high enough the entire time, and do you need to play aggressive in your lane in doing so? Then go absolute focus. If you don't think you're going to be able to stay healthy enough and you don't necessarily have to play super aggressive, then go transcendence. Otherwise, absolute focus has no value. It's absolute focus only procs if you have the health threshold. If you can't keep yourself above the 12th threshold, then it's a useless mastery. Useless rune, sorry. Like goes top side. Oh, messed up on that auto.
First blood. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Gotta watch out for this cat, man. She looked like she was going off screen to possibly teleport. If we catch her early enough, we can gravity field her before she teleports all the way through. If we had ult, we can cancel her teleport as well, but we don't have ult yet. Oops. We don't want her to teleport back.
They are obsolete.
Volley bears here.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
Volley bears top.
An ally has been slain.
Hop over. Nope. Stopped it. So she teleported. She's teleporting mid.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. She's a little mad that I kept stopping her recall. Alright, she's 6 now. So we're going to be a little delayed on the recall. Thankfully, no one's pushed in too heavy. We are going to go ahead and send a missing and the danger, just in case. I don't think she recalls here. She's still missing though. We don't want to unnecessarily push the lane. There she is. Good. Library's top. Now we don't have ult right now, so we don't want to take on too much of a fight with her. We do have barrier, but we really want the ult when we fight cat. Library's top. We can push this in. Make her lose some CS under tower. Library's still top. Got ult now. Almost. I was ready to Q auto her if she jumped in.
Can fix all your flaws.
Good. So we got a decent lead on Cat. We lost quite a bit of yes though because we were so busy resting on her. Getting contraction on the volley bear. We probably can get a little bit more vision. Now we have Nocturne. Nocturne's doing really well. So as long as Nocturne's nearby, you can always react with an ult. Don't quite have augment yet. They should give us augment, yep. Yep, good. Good, solid aggression. Always staying nearby to her blade so that if she does take it, we're ready to react with a Q auto. She should have teleport back. Volley Bear is not top or bot. Bot's pushed in. Volley Bear's probably gonna come mid. At this point, we're going to let the wave try to push into us. Always ready with the Q auto. Oh, missed it. Yep.
An enemy has been slain.
Cancel her ult with our ult, and she's a sitting duck with no minions. Haven't seen Volley Bear. She can't rotate to a roam. She's gonna look for a dagger play. With good poke on her with Aerie. Volley Bear's bot side. I'm ready to react with ult as soon as she jumps in with her ult. And she's low enough. But I don't think she wins. She recalled. We'll wait for her to use her stuff, and then we're gonna go in. There she is. Yep. That's why we waited. Oops. Now we gotta get to this fight. Should have flashed sooner. Volibear tanking the turret there. We knew we had to get out as soon as Cat TP'd. Damn. Nope, 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 nope. That was a very ambitious flash. Cat got a pretty nice shutdown there. We don't have any of our sums. Nocturne's not at this dragon fight. I've got ult for this though. I'm ready. I'm so ready. All right, we keep the push going. I thought when Nocturne set the Rift Herald bot, he was going to stay nearby. Not good. This is the problem with the champion like Katarina, the Rome champions. They, doesn't matter if you capitalize on them hard in lane. All it takes is a couple of skirmishes that go in their favor and they're back in. They're back in heavy too. Good thing is we got some CC disruption for her. I'm pretty sure. Wow. Oh. Cat's top. We should be able to kill her. Oh, Nocturne's there. Oh no.
Killing spree.
Yep, that's the problem. Oh. Mort ulted him. We got dragon coming up. That's cat TP. Oh, it's Renekton TP. Damn. I got too close. Damn. They killed Volibear there, we would go Baron. So we lose the dragon. Renekton's becoming kind of an issue. Do we just sneak this because Samira's bot? I feel like we do. Cancel the ult. Save the ult. That's why we saved the ult. That's why we saved the ult. I was like, Katarina's probably nearby. Even though it looks juicy to send an ult right now, we're gonna wait till she jumps in. As soon as she jumped in, we stopped her ult. And all of her pressure in that fight went down the drain. We'll send it down with Mord. Oh. Going. Saving ult for Cat. Victory! Ah! Never mind. It continues. Oh no. Oh my god. Damn! Cat, man! Katarina! Ah! That's what I'm talking about! I hate Katarina. Alright. This game is irritating.
Function over 4.
The enemy's inhibitor responds.
Okay.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. A summoner has
Yay! GG. Oh, I should have given it the rush. Rush was pretty clean. Good job, guys. Let's go. Cool. We played that right. Oh man, we need to keep getting those victories. We need to keep getting those victories. Best Yasuo people. What? What dodge? Hey, dodge. I don't even know why I opened these. A long queue time. I'm okay. Learning Victor myself, and I struggle a bit with mid-game macros and a lot of guides I've been told to not ARAM with my team, but if I go on the sideline, my team is going to end. Can you help me out a little bit, please? What is that? What's your question? You have to be able to have the experience playing the game to be able to recognize when you can sideline and when you can't. I can't just tell you because you have to figure it out. You have to notice and learn when it makes the most sense. Couldn't have done it without your sexy plays. Just wanted to tell you. Alright, anyway. Let's see. If I'm playing air with a team, it is XP and gold. If I go on the sideline, I have the feeling I let my team die too often. Yeah, you gotta watch when the objectives are up. You gotta watch to see when the dragon's coming up, and you gotta watch to see when there's possibly a push down mid. If none of those two things are happening, then side lane. If you see people looking to push for an objective fight, then go to the objective fight. If they get caught before an objective fight, or before they're pushing mid, then that's not your problem. They shouldn't have been fighting. Side lane, get XP, and only group when it's time to. And it makes sense to. There's no right or wrong answer. Like, I can't just say, oh, yeah, always group with your team, or oh, always side lane, because every game's different. You have to recognize, is it safe for you to side lane? You have ward coverage. Is the lane pushed out? Can you safely side lane? Can you get that XP? Is there an objective coming up? Does it make sense to go to the objective or to the side lane? Is your team just grouping up for no damn reason? Then don't go with them. If there's an objective coming up and they're looking to get a pick, then go with them. If they're side laning and they're split off and there's potential for you to siege for a tower, then go with them. Spirit, don't worry about your team. Don't worry about them inting. Worry about building yourself out. And the inting is inevitable. But in your elo, if you have very good CS, good XP, and you survive and you skirmish properly, as long as you don't die, you should be able to stall the game out. As long as you don't die, you should be able to win the team fights. You need to worry about yourself and yourself only. If you're dying in a fight, figure out why you did. What mistake did you make? How can you prevent your mistake from happening again? If your team gets caught out, they get caught out. If they get caught out and they're on an objective, give up the objective. Go push somewhere else. If they're on dragon, go push bot tower. Go get that tower. Go get that XP. Go clear those waves. Right? Don't just follow your team around for no reason. Especially if someone got cut out and they still have all their cooldowns and your team's all flashless with half HP. Don't go to that fight. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. And the thing is, I'm telling you this outside of game right now, right? But I understand how hard it is, because I still, to this day, feel the necessity to join my team in losing fights. And that's one of the sole reasons why I lose. Yes, my team gets caught. Yes, my team ends fine, whatever. But it was my choice to follow. It was my choice to go in with them. I should never have made that choice. I should have never made that decision. If I would have been able to stay alive and stay passive behind tower while the enemy just killed my entire team in sieging, throw that laser and clear those damn waves. You gotta throw your ult, buy time. Because at the end of the day, they can't get to your nexus until they take those towers down. If you can prevent those towers from going down, 1v4, then do it. But if you die in the fight, then you're not helping anyone. The game's not about kills. The game's not about KDA. The game's not about any of that. Your team can go 0-17. I don't care. If the enemy can't kill your tower, then they're useless. Then all those kills are useless. And if you keep stalling the game out and you don't die, okay? I want you to recognize something. I'm gonna ask you a question. Think about this. If you died, your team died 60 times, and the enemy has all full build items and all the XP in the world, but they can't get a single tower down. Are they winning the game? Are they currently winning the game? No. Let's say the same scenario, they have 60 kills. You guys have 10 kills, but it's 45 minutes in and everyone's full build. Are the people with 60 kills winning the game? No. Do they have an advantage? No. Why? Because they're maxed out. Late game, the whole concept of late game, a champion being good in late game, is that in the situation where everyone's maxed out and everyone has full items, it doesn't matter what happened earlier. It doesn't matter what kills happen, what deaths happen. None of it matters. All that matters is that they have long death timers, and you got to play that specific fight correctly. All it takes is one fight. It only takes one fight. It's all it takes. Dump or mid. Oh wow, double TP versus 0 TP. Good. I'm glad, Spiri. I'm glad. It's all that matters at the end of the day.
Welcome to Summoner's
All right.
Rift.
'Top it is.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Weird. I don't know if I agree, but had I known I was going to be top, I would have gone teleport, but it really looked like he was going to go top. But nope. Nope. They got double TP. We have no TP.
Minions have spawned.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Stream just crashed for a second.
First love.
Give me an aggro. Uh-oh. We're gonna max Q in this matchup.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
We're supporting. Aurelia. I mean, we're supporting our team here. We're gonna take a lot of L's. And we're in so much trouble because of it. Not good. Not good. We have to crash this somehow. It's gonna be difficult. Minions aren't crashing. Shit. Oh no. She's gonna freeze the wave as soon as I push up. She's gonna be there. Poppy was there to react when I was trying to catch her in gravity field with the big minion wave. Can't get it. I can't get it. I hate this. Poppy's mid. I can't freeze it. Can't break the freeze. Alright, freeze is broken. It's gonna come my way now.
Shut down. Rampage.
Function overflow.
So yeah, this is the problem
Metal is perfect.
with top lane Victor. This right here. And if a freeze is made, it's pretty much game over.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Pave the way. Embrace progress.
Oh,
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
all right. Well, we're out of top lane now.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Analyzing approach.
Playing from behind sucks. He's gone. Good job, guys.
Relinquish the flesh.
An enemy has been slain.
Job. Earliest mid.
An ally has been slain.
Zed is top. We're grouping up for this dragon fight. There we go. That's basically what you explained. Hold the waves and push out, protect the towers, grouper for dragons. Yeah, I mean, I already accepted I'm not going to be the carry of this game, so...
Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Pave the way.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
All right.
An ally has been slain.
Ah.
Function overflow.
Dragon 40.
Metal is perfection.
Okay.
Submit to my designs.
This is for soul point. Got dragon. Woo!
Has destroyed a turret.
Analyzing approach.
They need to get out of there. We're all on a back timer. Wow. See what I mean about Prowler's Claw, man? Like,
Obsolete.
what? We could have gotten that Baron for free. Sin didn't go for that fight. As soon as he left, I didn't want to risk it getting smited away.
Metal is perfection.
I got it's hourglass. What's that? Don't have barrier. I have ult. It's 2 levels up on me though. There's no W.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh. Got stopwatch ready. Oh, it says top. I mean, it says mid. Good.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I got carried.
Team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Victory!
Thermos City, what you talking about, man? Did you watch back? Did you rewind? Did you rewind the VOD? Oh, this guy's named Middle. He's been playing top. That's contradictory. This person said they hated Viktor because he's not a simple champion and only one item made him viable. Oh yeah, no, he's kind of weird. Your champ. Are you talking about Nice? Are you talking about Everfrost, Viktor, Nice video? Saw that video.
Warning. Energy surge detected. Evacuate immediately. Warning. Energy surge detected. Evacuate immediately.
I hear you. Oh, it's not the same team. Interesting. Oh.
Summoner's Rift.
Submit to my designs.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Hey, we got it.
I am the first of many.
Minions have spawned.
But for some reason, I thought I was gonna get cheesed by Tryndamere mid. That's the reason why I went phase rush here. So I'm not going to be able to match Yone because I don't have the item, early items, or the rune for it. So we're looking to just chill.
First blood. Ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Slain an enemy. Been slain.
I cut it barriered. I thought that it wasn't gonna hit.
Enemy has been slain.
Not bad.
Ally has been slain.
Just keep farming. Just keep farming. That's worth. Not 6. What are my thoughts on Ghost Boro? I'm sure it's fine. I never really gave it much thought. There's a 6. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I shouldn't have followed that. Plays like that is what gives Yone a possible way to get in the head in this game. Yone could definitely dive bot lane.
Is about to be set free. The dawn of a new age has come.
He's not 6. He's not 6. I have flash. Wow!
The dawn of a new age has come.
I shouldn't have chased him. I shouldn't have chased him. After we killed Yone, I should have just backed off. we wouldn't have had the kill pressure to go through both. Trindamir's health and his R. Oh no.
Ally has been slain.
Damn. No way.
Has been destroyed. Shut down. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Ah. He had Leandries. Damn. I'm not feeling this one. too many setbacks early game. No! Oh, they want to FF. Shame. Team's morale's already down. All 4 of them want to FF. Don't have a very strong counter to late game trend, late game Zerath poke. So I guess we'll FF there. Oh, I don't want to completely mess up my schedule. I should probably go to 16. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it short, guys. Get my normal sleep out of the way. Do my errands I need to do, and then we'll be back up and running later tonight. A lot longer, 12 to 16 hours like normal. If you guys just came in, I hope to see you guys later. And you know, we did okay. A little small stream session. We went 2-1 overall, positive. Things really went haywire for. Actually, we were 3-1. Things really started going downhill for the last 2 games. So if that's any consolation, it's probably a good time to stop. But we'll play a lot more. Hopefully, we can get to Diamond 3 tonight and go from there. You guys have a good luck rest of your day. Good luck in your games. Good luck with your Viktor games. And as always, stay victorious.